Well, hello guys. My name is Sebastián Domínguez, and I will be recording this series of videos to show you a little bit of the project I'm developing. I will be doing a Kickstarter of action figures. Why action figures? I work of this and I love what I do, and I love fantasy also. So I thought it was a good idea that I could that I do a line of action figures. Sorry if my English is not good enough, but I hope you can understand me. This is like improvising for me. I'm recording from my cell phone, and I will be adding the video to the screen, so maybe there's a dissonance between what I'm showing and what I'm recording, but this will be like that until I can fix the camera on my computer. Right now I'm showing you not a screen grab, but the real models of my ZBrush files. Here we can see the 5 characters that my line will be focusing on. I think we're missing the gnome, that will be almost the same size as the goblin, but will be a little bit shorter and will have different clothing. My idea with this line is that you have the possibility to mix the lines, not the lines but the characters. You will have like a pool of sizes. Right now I'm thinking only in 4 sizes for the male. I'm not thinking of making any female because I'm just interested in making men, at least for now. There will be a specific campaign for that. Well, I'm showing you the 5 main characters. The gnome is missing, but it will be a little bit shorter. And right now you can see that there's a big difference in sizes. You have the orc, that it will be the bigger for now. I'm planning to do giants too, and mounts, and also I will be doing some creatures, but that will be left for future projects. Right now I'm trying to make the base of the line, the main brick. I don't know how it's called. Well, the orc will share body with bigger, tougher guys. It doesn't mean that we won't have a orc that it's a cook or that does another type of things. But for now, I will only concentrate in the characters as warriors, and that's what people like the most, having characters to and make them fight. But the future, what I want to see in the future of this line, what I see in the future of this line is characters that not only focus on epicness and being warriors, but also in the pleasures of living day by day. And I will be doing fisher, cooks with bread. I don't know, that they do other things apart from fighting. Hope you can hear me well because of all this thing of the camera and the computer. That is what I like. That I will aim for this line, to have a little bit of life, to add a little bit of life to these characters. They are as sensitive as anyone, and fantasy has been forged into war, basically. If you think of a dwarf, you're thinking brawling in a tavern, or smithing, or fighting. Or a goblin, you will think of him like stealing, or being or stealing or wanting money. The human, well, there is always a thing with power and having slaves and money, and there is always the wrong side of the story. The elves, they can't. They think that they don't deserve, the other races don't deserve to be with them because they are superior, and they just isolate themselves. They are really mental, so they need to learn this, to share the love and learn to love. That's what I want for them. And well, the orcs, it's all about fighting, about honor. So I will be doing other stuff apart from that. As I said before, there will be 4 pools of sizes. Right now we have gnomes and goblins that in the future will be shared with kobolds also. Maybe some kind of rat thing, or draconian, or lizard. Then you have dwarf. I don't know what to do with a dwarf. I think dwarf it's a fantastic size, but I don't know if they can share with other type of race. We will have skeletal or zombie races or death knight, or I don't know how they are called, but we will have corrupted zombies, mummies, vampire. We will have everything, but we first have to focus on this. I think I have to specify that the pool, it's intended so you can change pieces between the characters. The main idea was to make them really tiny. I think the goblin was going to be 5 centimeters, and the orc was going to be 10 at most. The giant would be something like 15. It's not something really crazy, but for this line, I want to respect the real sizes. And talking with a friend and client, Jason Bienvenu, and with help of his partner Brandon, they shed some light on this situation, and they told me that the amount of joints I want to do for this, I will look for the PSD to show you. The amount of articulation I want to use, and the articulations I want to use, the joints, won't translate well to the size. So I might change, for example, the human to be 10 centimeters. Here in the screen, you can see which would be the joints. It's a really simple system, but I think with this kind of joints, we can do a lot. For example, the legs are the things that will be more customizable, because with that cuts, we can choose if they are going to have any armor at some point in some place, or if you want to change between skin and pants, or if you want to add some armor to the foot, or if you want to have barefoot or a boot or some straps or things like that, or a zombie, for example, a zombie feet. I don't know. That will be for you to choose. I want this line to be really, really customizable. And there you can see in the shoulder that we will have specific arms in which you will have a joint specifically for armor. We will see how that goes, because now we are in the phase of choosing where we want to go. And then when we test how things look visually in the 3D world, then we will be able to choose the joints and where to go, really. Now we're just throwing a knife wherever, and we will try to go in that direction. But we know that at least I know that this line is going to be fully customizable. Coming back to the races, to the pools, you will have the first characters will be, well, kobolds, goblins, and gnomes. Then you will have dwarves. Then you will have humans and elves. They will share a pool because they are almost the same size. Humans will share the body. For now, bodies will be or skinny or muscular. I don't intend in going into another sizes or volumes or body types, at least for now. Then we will have the chance to make, for example, a belly or a chest, a whole chest system that you can change and add a more fattish character, but maintaining the rest of the character like that. We will see in the future. We don't know. And the last one that we will develop in the first Kickstarter will be the orc. That will be a little more bigger, tougher, beefer guy. And with that body, we will share that body with trolls. Not the World of Warcraft trolls, but the ones that are more, I don't know, more primal, more stupid, for saying something. The ones that are in the mountain, the ones that hit you with rocks, that they fear magic, that kind of trolls. We will use the same body. Maybe we will change the chest a little bit to add a little bit of fat, because I don't know, I think they eat a lot of that. They eat a lot of animals, raw animals. Well, here you can see a little bit of how the characters are looking. This won't be the final looks of the character, but you maybe get an idea on what I'm aiming for. Maybe the dwarf is the more finished one. I'm having trouble to see the screen because the cell phone is leaning, or I don't know, it's next to the computer and it's blocking the way. Here you can see a little bit of how the character has been portrayed. I am trying not to go with a stand. I'm trying to choose my path inside of this. I don't know. I like the characters, or at least I like how I do them. And I think a lot of people can say, well, hands are a little too big, or maybe the legs are a little too thick, or maybe they don't have enough muscle. I don't know. I think it looks rather nice. I think the anatomy is well placed, and it will look good in an action figure. This one is, I try to give him a little look of, I don't know if I think it's called a giant slayer or something like that. But this will be the base body, and then you will be able to add some armor on top, or change some part to make him look like he's with clothes on. For example, I have been doing some sketches for the screen is all black because I will black out while I will hide everything while I look for the files. This is an image I have uploaded recently to my media. This is how I portrayed some of. This is how I want the trolls to look. They will have a different face. They will have different volumes. They will have different anatomy, for sure. They will have a more they will be more detailed. They will have the same level as the dwarf. The goblin is not in the same level yet. But here you can see what I'm aiming for. as I said, the figures will be fully customizable. So we will have the same body. I will try to make the heads not the same size, but they will use the same joint. So you will be able to use, at least that's what I'm saying now. I don't know in the future, but I want you, if you want to use a human head in a goblin head, or maybe you like a dwarf head or a goblin head and put it in an orc, I want you to be able to do that. I don't want you to make a mess or cut a figure or something like that. I want it to be super easy. You grab the figure, you take the head, and you put it in the other character. I don't know yet how I'm going to manage making a character for the character, a biography. I don't think I like that. I don't know if you like that. I know for sure that you need a kind of background for the character, but I'm not really interested in making that. I just want to make figures that look cool and that you can, grabbing all parts from other characters, that you can build your own figure, your own story. But I want to be the one to give you the tools to do that. There's a lot of people that don't get into customizing because they feel that they don't have the skill to customize a figure, or they don't want to break it. So I want to do these figures fully customizable. Even I thought of where I can't put a joint that it's easily unpluggable. I want to use, for example, for the knees, I want a double hinged knee, and I was thinking of putting a screw there that you can screw and unscrew when you want to use some type of specific part. I don't know. It will be. I will know that when I buy a printer. When I buy a printer and test it. But these are the first characters that are portrayed. I don't own the images I use for this. That I want to be really clear. I don't have the names because when you are in this part of exploring everything, I didn't want to stop. I just wanted to do it. So all these images are owned by other artists, and they were grabbed from Instagram, from ArtStation, Pinterest, Google, I don't know, internet. So, for example, I know the only ones I know are the heads. The heads are from World of Warcraft. I think it's from the movie, and they are just to test the size of the head, and so you don't have to see the face I did. It was a really early concept, early volume, but I won't do the faces like that, so don't worry. Well, guys, this is how the project is looking, at least for now. I don't know if I will be doing videos every day, because I don't know if I will be able to do things every day for the project. Everyone has a job. I love it, but I want to do these figures also. But it will be really helpful if you tell me what you think about the figures so far, about what you think could help me to improve them, and to, I don't know, something you would like to have in these figures. I would love to show you. Yesterday I couldn't sleep because I was thinking of this idea, this order in which I could be doing Kickstarters, different waves of characters. And well, the first wave is the one that I previously showed you, the one with the orc, human, elf, dwarf, goblin, and gnome. I don't know gnome yet, but maybe. The second one could be woman or feminine characters in general. Witches. I don't know. There's this concept that has been implanted unconsciously in the mind of everyone, that if you have a woman in a fantasy context, the woman has to be a stealth character or a witch, or has to be someone sexy with cleavage or things like that. The only woman that has been portrayed in a not sexy way has been the dwarfs and the dwarven woman, because I don't know, they are almost the same as the dwarfs. They even have beards. The only difference is that they have the only different information that you have is that they have boobs and maybe some detail in the way that they look or something like that, but there's not much. I don't know if I want to change that. I don't want to focus on that now. But if I do a woman, I don't want it to be that. I want it to be a warrior. I want to have warrior women, or I want to portray women in a nourishing way. It doesn't mean that she can't be sexy or anything like that, but I don't want her to be something aesthetically pleasant. I don't want it to be only that. I want it to have not a backstory, but to be more than that. I think that it will flow at some point. If it has to come, it will come. The next wave after that, if that happens, I want it to be the hell wave. Demons, succubus, imps. It will have to do with magic, but not only white magic, but also with necromancy, summoning, blood magic. Then giant wave, trolls, giants. We will have elemental giants also, not only mountain ones. Then death. I thought of the concept was depths, not sea depths. That will be the next one. But depths would be mummies or Draug. I don't know if Draug is a specific IP of Skyrim, but in that case it would be called mummies. I just want zombies or partially zombies / skeletons. Machinery, dwarven machinery, that I know that there is a lot of lore about that. A skeleton, trapped societies, like I have seen that there are dwarves with horns or things like that. I want to try that. Then sea depths, it will be related to Tulu for sure. And then we will see some mounts, I don't know, I don't know, in Spanish is jabalí. Well, we will see pigs with horns. I don't know how they are called. Horses, dragons, things like that. It will be specifically of mounts. Well, I don't think I have more to say. This is the update for now. It's October 8th, 2018. And, well, I will see you soon, guys. If you have anything to say, just post it in the comments and share if you like. I will leave some links to my Instagram account and Facebook account, so you can see a visual progress in the meantime. And I want to keep you guys updated here, and so there's a constant feedback. And you also can give me some feedback in Instagram and Facebook. That will be more immediate. I tend to change characters in the same day I start them, so I have something like more flowing, that leave a couple of hours in between and then change it again, so it's fresh. So, well, see you soon, guys.